Welcome to today's business studies class. My name is Emmanuel Wido. In today's class, we are looking at the theme Commerce, the Heart of Business, and the topic Simple Business Plan. By the end of the lesson, you should be able to define business plan, explain the types of a simple business plan, and lastly, identify sections of a simple business plan. Businesses are established basically for numerous reasons. Some of them are established for profit making, while others are established for social welfare. By social welfare, I mean someone establishing a business just to employ people and curb unemployment. When businesses are established, they come with a plan. There is a saying that if you fail to plan, you're actually planning to fail. So for a good business to be established, it has to come with a plan. These plans are basically called business plans. So what is a business plan? A business plan is a written inscription of a business future, a document that tells us what the business is aimed at achieving and the steps to be taken with respect to achieving the business. Now, a business plan can also be seen as a roadmap that provides direction for the business investor. When the business investor wants to invest his or her money into a business, he or she has to look at the business plan. When I'm putting my money into this business, will it achieve the specific goals and objective of the business, or am I going to be wasting my money? That is the function of a good business plan. Let's go further by looking at types of business plan. Now, there are numerous types of business plan, but for this class, we are going to be concentrating on 6 types of business plan. The first of them is startup business plan. Secondly, we have internal business plan. Thirdly, strategic business plan. Feasibility business plan. Operations business plan. And lastly, growth business plan. So what is startup business plan? Now, this is usually the first business document of any firm. It is usually the first document an investor seeks when establishing an infant industry. When you want to start a new industry, the first document you're looking out for is the startup business plan, because it tells you what your location should look like, the inputs you need in establishing this business, and where you will be sourcing your funds. That's for startup business plan. Internal business plan. When we are looking at internal business plan, we are looking at a business plan that is aimed at addressing an issue in a section of the business. Let's take an organization, for instance, the marketing section of an organization. If that section needs to grow in terms of looking for more clients to come patronize, we are looking at a business plan that will help them in that objective. In this case, we are looking at the marketing section alone. What resources do they need? How will their strategy look like? Do they need buses to campaign around town to draw clients into the firm? These details are what we capture in the internal business plan. So an internal business plan provides information about project marketing. Now, if we are going into the field, how will our marketing look like? It also captures hiring. Are we hiring bosses, people who will help us in campaigning and maybe wooing clients to our firm? Then technological cost. Are we going on air? Are we going to use social media to advertise our firm? All this is what we look at when we are capturing internal business plan. Next is the strategic business plan. Now, a strategic business plan provides a high-level view of the company's goals. Here we are looking at the strategy the company adopts with respect to capturing the market. Let's say this particular firm is an automobile industry, and this firm is looking for autonomy. This firm wants to be the only automobile firm in Nigeria. What's the strategy going to look like? Now, strategic business plan has 5 basic elements. Now, the business vision. Here, the firm wants to be the best automobile company in the nation. Now, the mission statement, they don't just want to be the best. They want to provide the best customer service. When you're walking into this automobile firm to buy your car, they want you to smile when coming out. That means they are providing the best of customer services to you while buying their automobile products. The next element is definition of critical success factors. Now, this firm is an automobile firm, mind you. They have the best engines. So they are using this background to come into the market. They are already known to have the best engines when it has to do with automobiles. Going further, we have strategies for achieving objectives. They have the best engines. They are offering the best customer services. These are strategies they are adopting to hit the market. And then lastly, implementation schedule. How are we going to do this? Okay, on Monday and Wednesdays, we are going to go to various firms advertising our products. That's them bringing their market to you at your comfort zone. So when we are looking at strategic business plan, we are looking at a business plan that covers these 5 elements. Going further, we have feasibility business plan. Now, a feasibility business plan tries to answer 2 basic questions. The first question is, who will have a need for the goods produced or services rendered? When I am producing my pure water within this region, do the people living around that region need pure water? If they don't, why should I be producing pure water there when I can look for what they dearly need and start producing? The second question is, will the company make profit from the sales of this product? I make my Zobo and I am selling it. Will I make profit, or I am just wasting my money making the Zobo? Nobody is buying Zobo from me, so why should I go ahead making Zobo? So when we are looking at feasibility business plan, we are looking at a business plan that is aimed at answering these 2 questions, which are, is there a need for the product? And will the product bring about profit? It is important to note that a feasibility plan ends with recommendations aimed at improving a business. That means when you have an already established business which goes into feasibility study, the aim is to recommend solutions towards growth of the business. Furthermore, we have operations business plan. Operations business plan are internal plans that consist of elements related to company's operations. Now, this type of business plan specifies steps the company will take with respect to operations. When we are going to assemble our plant, what are the steps we are going to take? Who is bringing in the raw materials? Who is processing? Who is packaging? These are the details captured in operations business plan. Lastly, we have growth business plan. Growth plan refers to expansion business plan. You're looking at expanding. Maybe you're operating on a small scale and you're looking at hitting the market big time. Then you're looking for a growth business plan. Here we are looking at the cost of your new location, the inputs you will need to establish that new location which you want to grow into. Don't forget that you already have an established business. You just want to have maybe a branch of the business you already own. So in this case, we are looking at growth business plan. Basically, for one to say his or her business plan is good, it must come with various sections. Now, a good business plan has the following sections: executive summary, company overview, market analysis, business organization, products and services, marketing and sales plan, financial plan, and projections. However, there are other sections that could be accommodated in a good business plan. These are the competitors analysis, the SWOT analysis, product description, and maybe operations. But for this class, we are going to be looking at these 7 sections of a good business plan. So let's take a quick look at executive summary. Now, executive summary gives us a quick review of what the entire business plan talks about. So when you read a good executive summary, it should tell you who is managing this business, where the income is coming from, how they intend paying the loans they are getting in a quick glance. That means the executive summary should give you a quick review of what the total work, the total business plan talks about. The company overview. The company overview captures the company's name, the location, and probably the landmark, directions to the company itself. That's basically for the company overview. It also captures the history of the company, the management. Who is running? Is it a family business? Are we employing? Who are the directors of this company? These details are what is captured when you have your company overview section. Market analysis. This section covers the expenses and the sales projection. In this case, we are looking at when I produce my goods, who am I selling it to? What does my market look like? Am I looking at market locally or market internationally? What are the cost of the products I want to produce? Who are my competitors? That's what the market analysis section covers. Business organization. The term business organization describes how businesses are structured and how their structure helps them achieve organizational goals and objectives. So when you design your business, we are looking at a structure. Do I have, for instance, the directors? From the directors, maybe we have the admin, we have the financial side of the firm, we have the logistics, we have the marketing and sales team. Now that's the organization of the business. That's like a flow chart of the business. Going forward, we have products and services. Here, the business plan is capturing the products and services to be offered by the organization. If they are going into installation, this is where you capture it. If you're going into selling products, what kind of products are you selling? What are the specifications of this product? This is where you capture products and services and all the details that must come, or your customers, your intended customers must know about your product and services. Now we have marketing and sales plan. This section tells the reviewer of a good business plan what your marketing and sales plan looks like. Are you adopting the social media marketing plan? Do you want to go out with flyers to market your product? Are you hiring people to hawk your products on the roadside so that people can actually buy them? You have a helpline that people could call and then the order for the product. These are the details we are looking at when talking about marketing and sales plan. You also have a need where you will maybe rent shops, outlets around town where people can easily walk into and get your product without stress. That's where you capture all these plans. And lastly, we have the financial plan and projections. This is the section of a good business plan that indicates if the business is going to be visible or not. Why? This section covers the financial aspect of the business. Now, the financial plan and projection section of the business plan discusses the following points. The source of capital. Where am I getting my money from? Is it personal income? Or I'm getting a loan from the bank? How the capital will be spent. So you're giving us a detail of how you're going to spend your capital. If you're going into juice processing and you got 2 million naira, so you're telling us that you're using maybe ₦1 million for equipment for juice processing, and then 500,000 naira for buying all the fruits you need for your juice processing, and then the remaining 500 naira for logistics, payment of staff, and so on. The third point the financial plan tries to capture is the revenue that will be generated at the end of the business year. So here I am producing my juice, and I say I want to sell it at 1 can for 1,000 naira. And I am looking at my customer base to be within 100 persons. So I am going to tell this section of the business plan that at the end of the business year, I should have 100 times 1,000 naira as my revenue from selling juice. Furthermore, amounts repayable if the source of capital was a loan and not personal income. So when I have my revenue, how much am I paying to the bank who gave me a loan? Am I doing this payment monthly, or I am going to give it to them en bloc at the end of the year? This is where you capture that detail. And lastly, we have it that we have to capture how profitable the business will be in the long run in terms of its profit-making abilities. In this case, we are not looking at profit in the short run. We are looking at profit in the long run. How profitable will this business be in 10 years? So we are going to do a projection within this part of the business plan, so that at the 10th year, we are able to tell the bank that this is how much we will be making from juice processing and sales after the 10th year. With these details, the bank will know whether the business is a good one to invest in or to loan you money or not. This is actually the section of a good business plan that will either make the bank accept your business proposal or decline. Having said all this, let's take a quick summary of what we have learned in our class today. In this class, we learned that a business plan is a written description of a business future, a document that tells what an investor plans to do and steps taken towards achieving the plan. We also learned that there are various types of business plans, and some of them are startup business plan, feasibility business plan, and growth business plan. Furthermore, we learned that the startup business plan is a step-by-step plan which enables an investor establish a new business. Next, we learned that the feasibility business plan seeks to answer questions that relate to how profitable a business will be and if the goods and services to be provided will be appreciated by prospective customers. Furthermore, we learned that some sections of the good business plan are executive summary, marketing and sales section, financial plan, and projection section. Furthermore, we learned that the executive summary of a business plan gives a total summary of the business, its aim and objectives, and possible outcomes. Next, we learned that the marketing and sales section considers the current market situation, possible competitors, and what plans the business has to beat the already existing competition. And lastly, we learned that the financial plan section gives the summary of all money-related transactions associated with the business. Having taken a quick summary of what we have learned in our class today, I am about testing you to know how much you have learned in today's class. Are you ready for my test questions today? Let's check it out. Question number 1. Dash is a document that provides direction for an entrepreneur in the establishment of a business. Option A, market plan. Option B, business plan. Or option C, direction plan. The right answer to this question is option B, business plan. Question number 2. Dash describes how businesses are structured and how their structure helps them meet their goals. Option A, market analysis. Option B, business organization. Or option C, financial plan and projection. The right answer to this question is option B, business organization. This is where we draw a curtain in our class today. I hope by now you can define a business plan, state the types of business plans, and probably write a good business plan. Until I see you again in another interesting business studies class. Bye-bye.